Gyeongju's hosting of this year's APEC agenda came to a close this past Saturday, and in this next report, we touch upon some of the gains garnered by South Korea from this latest regional gathering. Our correspondent Park Jun-han reports.
With the official events of APEC 2025 Korea now concluded, this year's meeting saw several major economic deals finalized, ranging from government agreements to corporate investment and supply contracts. The details of the tariff negotiations between South Korea and the U.S. were finalized last Wednesday. South Korean President Lee Myung and U.S. President Donald Trump announced a $350 billion investment package after their second summit in 2 months. The details of the finalized deal include $200 billion in cash, capped at $20 billion a year, and $150 billion invested in shipbuilding cooperation. The two sides agreed to pursue the shipbuilding project led by South Korean companies, with profits shared equally and including not only direct investments, but also financial guarantees. In return, U.S. tariffs on Korean automobiles will be dropped from 25% to 15%. Also, pharmaceuticals and lumber get most favored nation status, and aircraft parts and generic drugs become free of tariffs. Although the two sides have agreed on the details, the formal fact sheet has not been disclosed yet. In other news, South Korea and China signed a renewed 400 billion yuan, about 78 trillion Korean won worth $1 currency swap agreement for 5 years on Saturday, extending a deal that expired last month. During the summit, 6 memorandum of understanding were signed by the two countries, including the silver economy, startup innovation, economic collaboration through 2030 in the services trade, fresh fruit exports, and joint crackdowns on voice phishing and online fraud. On Friday, NVIDIA, the world's largest chip maker, announced a 260,000 chip supply deal with the South Korean government, Samsung Electronics, SK Group, Hyundai Motor Group, and Naver Cloud. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said South Korea holds immense potential to become the region's AI hub, with the capacity to attract overseas startups to operate on a Korea AI cloud. South Korea's AI chief Ha Jung-woo welcomed the supply deal and said South Korea is now the world's third largest holder of GPUs after the United States and China. Additionally, this year's APEC was attended by 1,700 global business leaders. Corporate-level investment commitments from 7 companies, including Amazon Web Services and Renault Korea alone, totaled 13 trillion won, or about $9.1 billion, marking a significant milestone for the event. Park Jun-han, 아리랑뉴스.